As we go towards the general election, William Ruto and his people, sensing defeat, have decided to have selective issuance of IDs. Areas perceived to be against William Ruto, our young people are being denied IDs. Carefully listening to the ground, he has listened to the people of Kiambu who have informed him that Kiambu is a DCP zone. And the people of Kiambu have made a conscious decision that they shall elect their governor, their senator, their women rep, their 12 members of parliament, 60 members of the county assembly at the DCP. He has therefore sought to be an aspirant for DCP to vie for the gubernatorial seat of Kiambu. That does not mean that he is the only aspirant. The field is open. Anybody else interested to vie for the seat of Kiambu governor under DCP will have to face John Mwaura and others in a free and fair nomination along the way. Allow me now to present to you our DCP aspirant for the Kiambu gubernatorial seat 2027, Mr. John Mwaura. Chama chetu cha DCP ni chama cha demokrasia. I want to announce today that there will be no direct nomination. There will be no direct ticket. There is no preferred candidate. All those who want to fly the flag of DCP the next general election will have to go through free, fair, and credible party nominations. As Kenyan leaders and Kenyan people, we are concerned about matters territorial integrity and the security of our nation. For a long time now, Kenya's image is badly indented as a result of various activities by William Ruto and CS Interior Kipchumba Murkomen. Kenya's position in peace and security matters across the world is greatly mutilated as we speak. The Ministry of Interior and Coordination of the national government under Kipchumba Murkomen has failed Kenya. The CS Interior is the weakest link in the security of our nation, both internally and externally. President William Ruto and Kipchumba Murkomen are hosting war criminals from Sudan, and they are ones who supply weapons for murder and butchering of women and children in the Darfur region. As we speak, war criminals facing international sanctions, Hemeti and his 4 wives, they have been issued with diplomatic passports by Kipchumba Murkomen. That warlord who has international sanctions has been given a home in Ruda with his 4 wives that is guarded by the General Service Unit. This is very embarrassing to the Kenyan nation, that a war criminal facing sanctions by the United Nations, the European Union, and indeed the whole world has been given refuge in Kenya and is enjoying privileges meant for the Kenyan people. A warlord and his family, a man who has butchered women and children, have been given diplomatic passports. They have been given a safe haven in Nairobi with a house in Ruda, guarded by the General Service Unit. We are telling the international community that dealing with Hemeti and other war criminals is not enough. You need to impose similar sanctions. You need to impose similar sanctions to CS Kipchumba Murkomen so that he cannot travel outside Kenya, because he is the one giving diplomatic passports and giving safe haven to international criminals in Kenya.
Mimi nikipima kama Rigiji, I have tried to keep off this matter kwa sababu walikuwa wananiingilia. Lakini watu ya Raila wananiambia Rigiji tusaidie. Mimi nataka niulize, for this matter of the death of Raila Odinga to be sorted once and for all, since Orengo has raised pertinent issues, the way he died, the circumstances around his death, I think it's only fair that there should be a public inquest to inquire ni nini iliua marehemu Raila Odinga, so that Kenyans can be settled. Na tutatue hiyo maneno. ODM Ruto alinunua kwa Oburu, Junet na Wanga, akalipa deposit. Sasa wanasikia Junet na Wanga wanalia. Hawali kwa sababu ODM imekwisha. Kasongo amekataa kutoa balance. Si ndio? Amesema ndio nitoe balance, lazima mtoe Sifuna, muweke Ababu na Mwamba, ndio nikuwe na control ya ODM. Until you remove Sifuna na muweke Ababu, na unajua Ababu ile kiti alikuwa nayo ya ubalozi imepewa Aida Odinga. Sasa Ababu anangoja kuwa Secretary General ya ODM. Sasa Wanga na Oburu na Junet wameambiwa, bila nyinyi kutoa Sifuna, muweke Ababu na Mwamba. Siwezi toa deposit kwa sababu mnaweza kunigonga. Unajua Kasongo kwa sababu ni mtu ya kugonga watu pia anaogopa kugo. Na huyu Junet anamjua vizuri. Na mimi nataka niona Junet akisema Rigiji tusaidie, ni kwa sababu Junet na mimi tunajuana zaidi. Waswahili wanajuana na huyu Junet ndio alitumika na Ruto kusabaratisha uchaguzi ya Raila 2022. Mimi nilikuwa hapo, Junet akaitwa na Ruto. Nilikuwa running mate ya Ruto. Si ndio? Ruto akaniambia Rigathi. Siku hiyo siku anaitwa Rigiji kuja baadaye. Akaniambia wewe Rigathi uelewi maneno. Hii mzee ndio tumweze, wacha tuchukue mtu yake anaitwa Junet. Hii ni mtu ya pesa. Wacha tukikoroga yeye kule kwa Wakalejin, Raila asikuwe na agents, nijue vile nitapanga maneno huko. Huyu Junet alikuja, I was seated there. Akapewa pesa 5 million cash nikiwa hapo. Na zile alikuwa amepatiwa na Uhuru ya agents, akaambiwa na Kasongo, hiyo pesa usitumie, jisaidie naye. So ODM did not have agents. Huyu Junet ndio alisabaratisha safari ya baba kwenda Ikulu. Huyu Junet siku Raila amekufa, yeye na Wanga na Oburu hawakwenda kuchukua mwili, walibaki hapa wakauza ODM. Na nikuulize, kwa mila ya desturi ya Waafrika na Wajaluo hasa, huwezi rithi mtu kabla hajazikwa. ODM ilibadilishwa kabla mwili ya Raila kufika hapa nchini. Na tumeanza kuuliza swali, na mimi lazima sasa niongee kwa sababu nimesikia Orengo ameongea. Si ndio? Huyu Raila Orengo amesema na tumesikia. Daktari wake anaitwa Olunya, professor, alikuwa amesema asisafiri, apumzike, asifanye kazi mingi, aangaliwe vile anakaa. William Ruto akachukua ndege akapeleka Raila India against the advice of his doctor. Why did William Ruto go against the advice of Raila's doctor and take him with a private jet to India? Si ndio? Huyu Raila amekufa India. Hakukufia kwa hospitali, amekufia in an institution. Sheria ya kifo, ukifa nje ya hospitali lazima kuwe na postmortem, ijulikane umeuawa na nini. Huyu Raila hakufanyiwa postmortem. Amesemekana azikwe haraka within 72 hours. Vile sisi tunaelewa mila na desturi za Wajaluo, hiyo maneno haiwezekani. Ukiona pia Ogola alikufa na ajali 72 hours. Raila 72 hours. Mwenye kutangaza ati 72 hours ni Kasongo. Wewe Kasongo, wili ya Raila ulijua namna gani? You are not part of the family.
I want to take this opportunity to appeal to our young people, the Gen Zs. The people of Kenya are looking upon you to liberate this country because you are fearless and you are tribeless and you cannot be manipulated and bribed with money by William Ruto. I want to ask the Gen Zs, my sons and daughters, my grandchildren, Kenya, our motherland, looks upon you to save this country. You are the only vote that we know that cannot be compromised. I want to commend you for what you have done so far, creating awareness among the people of Kenya through the smartphone. But I want to appeal to you, my children, that the real transformation of this country will take place on the ballot box. And the tools of change that you need is the ID and the vote. I want to ask all the Gen Zs in the remaining 9 days to come out in millions and register as voters so that next year you can lead all of us because we trust you. We believe in you. You cannot be compromised. You are steadfast. You lead us into getting the real transformation of the Republic of Kenya by making William Ruto one term and getting new leadership in this country. As we go towards the general election, William Ruto and his people, sensing defeat, have decided to have selective issuance of IDs. Areas perceived to be against William Ruto, our young people are being denied IDs. In Nakuru, communities that support William Ruto are being issued IDs within 2 or 3 days, and chiefs from those communities are collecting the IDs and taking them home to the young people. Communities perceived to be against William Ruto are taking between 3 to 4 months for their IDs to be processed. We want to call on William Ruto and the government to stop selective issuance of IDs. They should stop discrimination. All Kenyan children deserve IDs, whether they support or oppose William Ruto. And we are putting the Registrar of Persons on notice. If this discrimination does not stop, we shall request our young people, the Gen Zs, to occupy the registration centers, the Huduma centers, and your offices in Nairobi.